In today's top stories, a second set of human remains found in the woods. Why officers say they're not ruling anything out.
Your lawmakers are set to vote on a bill that would ban gay marriage, the latest from the state capitol.
And lane closures could slow down your morning commute. We'll tell you the areas you want to avoid as 4029 News starts now.
Live, local, late breaking. This is 4029 News Sunrise.
Happy President's Day, 6:31 now on your Monday. I'm Daniel Armbruster.
And I'm Una Lee. Your top stories are coming up in just a minute, but first let's talk about the rain that we so desperately need.
We do need it, and maybe a little bit of lightning with it. Laura Huckabee here now with your Get Ready forecast.
You bet. And even an hour ago, we were seeing quite a bit of lightning with this leading edge.
6:32 now. Police investigating after a second set of human remains were found in our area.
The Benton County Sheriff's Office says a hunter found the first body Saturday in the woods off of Lookout Tower Road in Siloam Springs. The second body was found Sunday in the same area while crews were searching for additional evidence.
Now, the remains were found in the same area where crews were searching for a mother and her baby, Carol and Rosemary Davidson, who went missing back in November. Investigators have not released the identity, gender, or age of either of the bodies found, and they're not saying if this could be Carol or Rosemary.
As far as any details right now, I don't have any details like that to release at this moment. I'm sure we'll have more information, at some point to give. But as of right now, I mean, we are working hard to identify the body, and we are working hard at collecting any kind of evidence that would help us at the scene.
Carol Davidson's sister Terry Russo posted this on Facebook asking for people's prayers. It reads in part, "We don't know the identity of the body as of yet, so please pray with us that it's not Carol. Pray she is safe somewhere with little Rosemary and will come home soon."
And police tell 4029 the bodies have been sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for autopsies, which are scheduled for tomorrow.
Well, today we could find out if body parts found in a suitcase belonged to a missing woman.
An Okmulgee gas station worker discovered those remains in that suitcase in a dumpster. A medical examiner is now working to determine if they belong to Ashley Mead, who was reported missing last Tuesday. Adam Densmore was arrested in connection to the finding, with police saying that he stayed in Arkansas earlier that week.
The investigation is still ongoing, and they believe Densmore may have left remains in several states. Densmore and Mead have a 1-year-old child together who is now in protective custody.
New this morning, police are investigating a string of break-ins at a Fayetteville apartment complex. Fayetteville police saying at least 6 cars were broken into at the Cliffs Apartments. This is just off of Crossover in East Fayetteville. Officers tell us they do believe that those break-ins are all related.
Well, today the Arkansas Senate is expected to vote on a proposal looking to define marriage as a union of one man and one woman.
Republican State Senator Jason Rayford filing that resolution, calling for a constitutional convention that would ban gay marriage. Now, it should be noted that the resolution alone would not actually ban gay marriage, but it is a step for lawmakers to move in that direction if passed. And the Senate committee that reviewed the proposal has recommended that the Republican-controlled Senate pass the resolution. Also, the Senate working and expected to vote on a resolution that would ban abortion. The Right to Life bill calling for a congressional convention to define life as starting at conception, making abortion murder. That bill would also return from the Senate committee with a recommendation to pass. And again, if passed, this would not ban abortions right away, but would be an attempt to move in that direction. Well, President Trump expected to issue a new executive order putting a temporary stop on immigration from those 7 Muslim-majority countries.
And this comes after a federal appeals court ruled against a previous executive order. The White House has said that all options are on the table in response to the court's ruling.
This morning, the University of Arkansas and a group there planning to hold protest on the suspension of health insurance coverage for transgender people.
4029's Katie Davison is live on the U of A campus this morning to explain what they hope to accomplish.
News.
The University of Arkansas self-funded insurance plans cover almost 36,000 employees. If you want to let our senators know how you feel about what's happening in Washington, you will get your chance this week. Arkansas Senator Tom Cotton took to Twitter to announce that he is moving his town hall this week to the Aaron Arts Center in Bentonville. It will be at 5 p.m. on Wednesday as scheduled. Well, get ready. Traffic alert to tell you about now. Lane closures could slow down your morning drive.
So a portion of Interstate 49 with lanes in both directions will be shut down in 15-minute intervals. Crews are putting up bridge beams across the interstate at exit 88 in Bentonville. Those closures will start each night at midnight and go until 6 a.m. and that work expected to last until Saturday. And with that, let's get a check of the roads now with Laura.
Yeah, Laura, how are the roads looking this morning?
Rain showers moving into northwest Arkansas. Some rain already happening in the River Valley. This is live from the Ward Garrison building camera in Fort Smith. And we saw those showers probably about 30 minutes ago that were kind of rumbling through Fort Smith and the Van Buren area. Northwest Arkansas right now. Here comes the rain. Southwest to northeast, but right now 49 looks great north and southbound. Side roads even look very impressive this morning, but likely with the rain moving in and the intensity of the morning, people getting out on this Monday, it could be a little bit touch and go. Fortunately, it is a holiday, so maybe some people won't have to make it into work this morning, and that would certainly help the situation. River Valley, no accidents. We'll keep you posted throughout the morning.
Well, we're taking a live look now at the University of Arkansas in Fort Smith, where homecoming events are getting a little bit late start this year. Organizers have moved activities that are usually held in the fall to this week.
And 4029's Pedro Rivera tells us some of the events that you can expect to find.
The first events begin at 11 o'clock this morning. There's going to be a trivia competition here on campus, followed by an all-sports pep rally where you'll get to meet some of your favorite lines. But it's just the first of many events happening here on campus this week. There's going to be events going on today through Saturday, and after today's event, there will be a megaphone decorating contest for students, followed on Thursday by a homecoming bonfire and a canned food drive to feed families in our community. These events aren't only for students. The alumni will return to campus as well. Friday in the Smith Pendergraft Campus Center, there's going to be an alumni reunion, social, and luncheon. Throughout the week, you can expect to find events that suit you.
Homecoming is a big time of year for everybody, so we love seeing people come out and support, and we usually have a pretty good crowd.
Organizers have made some changes this year, like adding a street fair. That'll happen Friday outside the North Side versus South Side basketball games. They're going to have food trucks, live music, and even an ice skating rink. So that should be interesting to check out. Make sure you stop by the UAFS campus. In Fort Smith, Pedro Rivera, 4029 News.
There are plenty of events happening all week in our area.
That's right. Still ahead this morning, how you can help support women's health.
And how fashion designers are focusing on inclusion in this year's Northwest Arkansas Fashion Week.
But first, let's take a live look outside, and we're about to get ready for some rain in Fayetteville. We've already seen it in the River Valley. Laura's going to have much more on that and more news straight ahead here on 4029 News Sunrise.
Live, local, late breaking. This is 4029 News Sunrise.
6 o'clock now. Happy President's Day to you. I'm Daniel Armbruster.
And I'm Una Lee. Your top stories are coming up in just a bit, but boy, it's a windy President's Day, and we're going to see some rain too.
We are in just a few minutes. In fact, 4029 meteorologist Laura Huckabee here now with the forecast. Well, this morning, local authorities investigating after finding a second set of remains in the area.
The Benton County Sheriff's Office says a hunter found the first body Saturday in the woods off of Lookout Tower Road in Siloam Springs. Police say they found the second set of remains in the same area while collecting evidence for their investigation. Both bodies have been sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for autopsies. Those are scheduled for tomorrow. Right now, authorities say they are investigating the case as a homicide.
We are working hard to identify the body, and we are working hard at collecting any kind of evidence that would help us at the scene.
Here's what we do know this morning. Those remains were found in the same area where crews were searching for Carol and Rosemary Davidson, a mother and baby who went missing back in November. Investigators have not released, though, the identity, gender, or age of either of the bodies that have been found and are not saying if it could be Carol or Rosemary.
Carol Davidson's sister, Terry Russo, posted this on Facebook Sunday, asking for people's prayers. It reads in part, "We don't know the identity of the body as of yet, so please pray with us that it's not Carol. Pray she is safe somewhere with little Rosemary and will come home soon." Stay with 4029 for the latest on this developing story.
Police need your help finding this man right here. He's accused of stealing an Xbox and a backpack from the Walmart on Pleasant Crossing Boulevard in Rogers. He was then seen leaving in a silver Honda Accord. Now, if you have any information on who this man is, please contact the Rogers Police Department. One
University of Arkansas group is expected to protest this morning in response to the university's suspension of insurance coverage for gender transition treatments. 4029's Katie Davison is live in Fayetteville to explain what will take place this morning.
A protest is scheduled here. I'm Katie Davidson, 4029 News.
Happening this week, the Arkansas Blood Institute launching a blood donor challenge, and you could give it 3 different locations and drives to compete in that challenge. There's one tomorrow at the Arkansas Best Federal Credit Union, one on Friday at the Walmart on Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith, and then another Sunday at Grace Community Church. Donors will get a free t-shirt and a health screening. The Arkansas Blood Institute also urging donors to post on social media this week using the hashtag Blood Donor Challenge. And you can give it 2 drives in Northwest Arkansas this week as well. There's a blood drive in Bella Vista on Wednesday from 10 until 3. That's at Highlands United Methodist Church. And then in Fayetteville, there's also a drive on Wednesday from 9 until 3 at the Fayetteville City offices.
One Arkansas group is using soup to help children and families in need in our area. This is the 16th year for Arkansas Advocates for Children and Families to host a Northwest Arkansas Soup Sunday. Locals showed up hungry to the John Q. Hammond Center yesterday to fill their stomachs with several different kinds of soups. More than 30 local restaurants pitched in to make Soup Sunday happen.
But it's always just wonderful to see how many local restaurants will donate their time and their food for such a good cause. And I enjoy getting to try a bunch of different soups, you know, because if you go to a restaurant, you don't want to order something you might not like. So this gives you a chance to try a bunch of different things. And if you don't like it, it's not that much.
All the money raised yesterday goes towards helping children and their families lead more healthy and productive lives.
Homecoming festivities at the University of Arkansas Fort Smith start today. Here's a live look outside at the campus right now, where a week-long schedule of events set to put you in the Lion spirit. 4029's Pedro Rivera telling us some of the changes they're making this year.
Usually homecoming week is held in the fall, but here at UAFS they wanted to try something different, so they've moved it to the spring semester.
Our Student Government Association recently wrote a resolution to change that back to the spring semester and go back to basketball so that we can initiate something called Family Weekend in the fall.
Coordinators have added a new street fair that will take place Friday the 24th. It's going to be a very busy day with Northside taking on Southside at the Stubblefield Center. The street fair will happen after that game. It'll feature food trucks on Kincaid Avenue, live music, and even a skating rink near the bell tower. Of course, the school will keep with tradition by having some homecoming events around the Lions basketball team taking on Bacone College, and later in the week they'll play Rogers State. Expect the week to be filled with bonfires, a canned food drive, and even a megaphone decorating contest. The first event kicks off this morning around 11 o'clock. That's going to be a UAFS trivia competition, followed by an all-sports rally where you'll get to meet your favorite Lions. In Fort Smith, Pedro Rivera, 4029 News.
Today, one local park is offering a fee-free day for President's Day. The Pea Ridge National Military Park is giving you a free pass to see all the park has to offer. This is a President's Day tradition shared by other National Park Service sites around the country. The 4,300-acre battlefield is just 10 miles north of Rogers, off U.S. Highway 62.
It's now 6:07 on this President's Day, and let's get a check of the roads. 4029's Laura Huckabee here now with your Get Ready traffic.
Hey there, good morning. We're taking a look at Northwest Arkansas.
And meteorologist Laura Huckabee.
Well, you know, when you're tired of waiting, you're tired of waiting, and this is a pretty hilarious video here. One couple stopped at a Subway in Ohio for some lunch when they saw this little dog getting impatient. Diamond there, getting a little tired of waiting on his owner, so you know, he started honking the horn there. And by the way, Diamond's owner was only inside for a couple minutes, but Diamond is apparently just, he doesn't have much patience there.
No, he's hungry.
Yeah.
He wants his sub.
And in fact, the local residents around town have seen him do this before. He just likes honking the horn there. And, you know, speaking of pets, today is National Love Your Pet Day.
Yes, and here at 4029, we showed you a couple of a couple of our pets, and let's play a game called Guess the Pet.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So earlier on Sunrise, we showed you Sawyer, Wada, and Bailey, the pets of 4029 News Sunrise, and we want to see if you guessed correctly here.
Okay, so this is Sawyer, and he belongs to us. He's a little King Charles Cavalier, and he'll be 3 in September.
Oh boy,
so
well,
cute.
Wada is much older. I think he's going to be like 11 now. That's my little dog.
Little senior citizen there. And then Bailey is mine, and of course, Bailey, this was her birthday last April. She turned 6, so she turned 7 this year, and she's so sweet, like best friend, always looking out for you, you know.
Yes, a National Pet Day. Give them extra love. Maybe not an extra long walk though, unless your dog likes walking the rain.
That's right. Exactly. Put that walk on hold because
Yeah.
the showers are coming in. Maybe you can make it a 2-day celebration.
Huckabee.
Welcome back, and just about 10 minutes to the top of the hour. Looks like we got some wet streets there in Fort Smith this morning.
Yeah, earlier, just maybe 45 minutes ago, the rain was coming down in Fort Smith.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, they had a little line of showers that had jumped out before the heaviest rain was moving through that. So now, pardon me, they've got those soaking showers moving through right now. And in Northwest Arkansas, boy, I tell you, if you were in Cherokee, Adair, or Delaware County, It was a lot of action going on just a few
wake-up
minutes
call.
ago.
Yeah.
Exactly. But now as those showers are pushing off to the north and DC, intensification is that for time would certainly be helpful.
All right, and you can stay indoors and keep watching 4029 News Sunrise right now on the Arkansas CW.
That's right, or anytime on 4029tv.com. Here on ABC, Good Morning America starts right now.